Hi, I'm Dr. Deepika, consultant diabetologist at GVK Health Hub. Today I'll be discussing the effects of extreme heat on obesity. Heat affects everyone, but in obese individuals, because of the excess fat, the heat gets entrapped in the fat tissues and it will make difficult for the cooling of the body and to regulate the thermoregulation. That's the reason the obese individuals are at high risk of developing heat-related illnesses like heat stroke, heat exhaustion, and heart strain, and dehydration, confusion, and excessive sweating, palpitations, that is increased heartbeat, and nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, headache. These are all the symptoms to watch for during extreme heat in summer. During extreme heat, body compensates by thermoregulation. In normal individuals, the thermoregulation process is not affected, but in obese individuals, because the excess fat interfere with the thermoregulation and does not allow the body to cool down. That's the reason the obese individuals are at increased risk of heat-related illnesses. And for that reason, it is more important for hydration, to maintain hydration in obese individuals. It will help the heart to pump regularly and reduce the heat related illnesses. Depending on the body fat, there will be signals from the brain to the heart to pump more and put more blood under the skin and reduce the body temperature. So during extreme heat in summer, we should always look for the food which is more hydrating, we should include more green vegetables and fruits like watermelon and cucumber, and all the citrus fruits we should include. Go for small frequent meals which should include more of salads in that. Most importantly, always hydrate yourself, drink plenty of water throughout the day. Not only when you are thirsty. You should drink plenty of water, at least 4 to 5 liters of water. You should avoid drinking sugary drinks like sodas and soft drinks, because they increases calorie intake and they in turn causes more dehydration. You should also avoid heavy foods like fried items and excess fatty foods, which will cause increased calorie intake and cause blood glucose fluctuations, especially in individuals with diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is very much linked with the obesity, not the type 1 diabetes. So type 2 diabetes, there is insulin resistance is there. In obese individuals, there is insulin resistance with hyperinsulinemia, that is more high levels of insulin, which we can measure by doing in fasting insulin levels. One test is there which is called HOMA-IR, which will show the amount of insulin resistance in obese individuals. So high insulin levels will lead to insulin resistance and eventually lead to type 2 diabetes in obese individuals. There are also studies which have shown that even if 5 to 10% of body weight loss, if we can get in obese individuals, we can prolong the conversion from pre-diabetes to diabetes in obese individuals.